Good afternoon, Pranav. So today is 9th July. The Hyderabad Sailing Week 2023 comes to a wrap. Hi, Pranav.
Yeah, hi sir.
How are you? How are you
Uh,
doing?
I'm doing great, in fact.
Okay, so can you share something about yourself?
I'm Pranav. I'm currently studying in grade 12
Okay.
and I sail under the flag of EMESA. I've
And
been sailing ILCA 4s and this is my first regatta.
this is your first regatta. And what about your performance in the regatta? Can you please explain and difficulties you faced and the competitors? What about the competitors? Yeah.
So this being my first regatta, I was actually quite surprised how well I performed. The winds were substantially higher on the second day and onwards. The competitors, it was very healthy competition, I must say. Very clean competition, and our safety and our committees made sure that we were all fine and there were no collisions and all protests were reported.
Okay.
The entire competition-wise, I would say that I became better each race I sailed. As it is said, you learn from your
something
mistakes.
which you have learned from the competition?
Yeah. Firstly, I learned the very basics of how a competition, how we take starts, how we must finish the courses in fact. And I learned a lot about the protest filing initiative and also how in general you must learn from the others while sailing.
So you
Adapt and overcome.
you have went across the protest also?
Yeah, I was actually involved in a protest and
so can you, protest committee, whenever there is a protest, you see there is a lot of curiosity, comes out, what's going to happen next, what jury is going to decide and what and all rules are involved. Can you please explain what and all you have learned, experiencing the first time in protest?
Yeah, so the protest committee for the Hyderabad Sailing Week was very professional.
Okay.
And we had a very revolutionized way of filing our reports.
Okay.
It was online and offline both. My report was not a great one. It was actually, in fact, just a markup. Hence, you do need witnesses to prove. You need witnesses to prove the fact that your opponent had touched the mark.
So, you mean that the protest has been disqualified?
Yeah, it did get disqualified.
Okay, so great. And what about the start line, Pranav? So you have came across the start line and you have seen competitive sailors, starting edge to edge to the 5-minute start. Can you please explain how did you start and what and all you learned, and even did you try to start with the competitors?
Yeah. So this being my first regatta, I was actually advised by a lot of people, in fact, to start a little bit behind the competition.
Okay.
However, after the very first race, I realized that initial gap which I was given would actually hurt me in my timings later on. So I started my sailing from the second race onwards. I started parking my boat closer to the committee boat. That way, while I started, I tacked immediately, taking the wind and getting some speed so that I could keep up with my competition.
Okay, great, Pranav.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. So thank you for giving your time, and we wish you luck for your better future in sailing. Fair winds. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.